Download the BCSN Plus app today.
The Baltimore Orioles not only picked one, but two players from Northwest Ohio in the MLB draft. We caught up with Otsego grad Joseph Giroux earlier this week, and earlier today, his new teammate in the bullpen, Woodmore alum Hunter Allen, chats with me about the moment his name was called, his journey to the majors, and more. So fresh off the bat, when I say Baltimore Oriole Hunter Allen, how does that sound to you?
Sounds good, man. It's exciting. The journey, every step of the way. I mean, it's awesome to be able to say, I'm going to get to pursue a professional career. So the feeling, can't even explain it, but it's awesome, man.
What was the moment like hearing your name drafted?
Oh my gosh. I mean, the suspense leading up to it.
You had to wait a while. You did have to wait a while.
It was crazy. Like a couple picks before, got a call from the Orioles, and it was like, hey, we want to take you. And I was like, all right, and just like that, it literally just happened just like that. So, I mean, it was, we had, I think it was like 2 or 3 picks before, and, it was probably the longest 2 or 3 picks I've ever seen. But yeah, it was awesome, man. Being there with my family, some people that have been around me over the past couple of years, it was awesome. So.
And you talked about how the journey is really the first place where your mind went to when you got drafted. When you think about your journey, what is the image that pops up in your head?
Yeah, man, I really think it's just the grind. Like, I think that's the biggest, part of my story. Like, when it comes to this, I went to Woodmore High School, small high school, around this area. Went to Owens Community College, small D3 junior college, gave me another opportunity to pursue college baseball. And then I went to a D2 college, so I never played at a, high-end Division I school, but it just goes to show, if you're good enough, they're going to find you. And, that you really got to put the work in, if you want to pursue something like this. So.
And your journey is definitely unique, specifically because you started at Owens. That 2023 season, you were lights out, 6-0, 1.85 ERA. What was it about that year that set you up for the success you're having now?
Yeah, man. I think like at Owens, like getting your feet in the water with college baseball, everybody kind of frowns upon the junior college route. For me, that was the best option I had. If I wasn't good enough to play at a 4-year school. And like I said, like Owens Community College let me get my foot in the door. And going into my sophomore season, I really had an idea what I needed to do and how to get better. My pitching instructor, Jake Wilson, out of the range in Fremont, I mean, he's great, and he's helped me out. Like, I started working with him my freshman year, and we really found some stuff that started working. Going into my sophomore season, and gosh, that was fun. I know it was now it would be technically like 3 seasons ago, but it was still, it was awesome.
Is there a moment that you can point to throughout your journey that was kind of a turning point and that changed really everything for you as a player?
Yeah, I think the biggest point in time that kind of helped me as a player was honestly my junior season at Ashland. I had a horrible year. I was not a guy that threw in any important innings. I kind of had to really hit the reset button, and kind of be like, all right, if I'm going to be the best pitcher I can be, for Ashland next year, I got to put in a lot of work, and that's exactly what I did. And I came out this season and tore it up, man, and showed off the hard work. So.
What can you say about the Ashland program? Because you're the highest selection for the program since 1974. That's a long time. And I know you said it's not D1, but still, for you to be in the spotlight, for you to come from a program that's smaller than the programs that usually would get drafted by the MLB or by MLB, what does that say about the program and the work you've put in?
Yeah, I give a lot of credit, to Ashland. I mean, they took a chance on me, man. Out of junior college, I didn't have I wasn't a guy that was walking around with Power 5 offers out of junior college either. I kind of hit the reset button too. Same thing. I was a good player, but it was just another step, in my journey that Ashland was the best fit for me, and they made me feel like I was at home. And Coach Shalley's great. Coach Brady's great. He's a pitching coach there. Those guys. It took them a while to get used to me a little bit. Like I said, on my junior season. But once we got the hang of it, once we had that trust with each other, it was lights out from there. So.